Hello guys, how's it going? Welcome to another market forecast. So I'd like to start the day talking about today's news calendar. So today we have main refinancing rate on euro, and I will only be looking for trades after this news release, probably after 8:30 a.m. because we also have high impact news on 8:30 a.m. So be careful trading before that because this news is very important in the marketplace. So I want to see how price reacts to it before actually looking for any type of trades. All right. Which of course means, in my opinion, that it's a little bit hard to read the market on the past days. But on DXY, if you if we stop to analyze it, we're gonna see that um, there was a weekly fair value gap that price has been reacting to. Actually, price got into the fair value gap um, a while ago, and after that started getting to this fair value gap again. But then another weekly fair value gap was tested in price, and price showed a very bullish reaction to it. So I strongly believe that overall we're going to be looking for this high up here. Okay, so the overall weekly bias for me is bullish on DXY, which means of course it's bearish to Euro USD. Um, let's break it down to the lower time frame. So on the lower time frames, like the 4 hour, we can see that there's a the price has just reached a buy side liquidity, creating a fair value gap, bullish order block. There's also a validated bullish order block on the previous price leg. Um, So as you guys can see on the 1 hour, price has been losing a little bit of momentum. So it usually means that price will start looking for liquidity. All right. But since this displacement was very poor and price is already looking for liquidity, I believe that it's likely that price will move down to look for more liquidity before moving up. Okay. So I think it's likely that price will reach this liquidity right here and start moving up. But since we have high impact news, which are very important to Euro and USD today, I also believe that price will move lower to get more liquidity. But I am still expecting a bullish reaction on DXY. Sorry, and this river gap. I am not expecting a sideways behavior today because of the high impact news. So I believe it's, of course, it's very likely. Like the overall bias for me is bullish. All right, I believe we're gonna look for this buy side liquidity on DXY, but until that happens, I want to see price looking for more liquidity, internal liquidity before looking for external liquidity again. So I think it's likely that price will just look for this liquidity zone and this bullish order block and then start moving up, but it's not strange if we see price looking for lower liquidity, more internal liquidity levels, all right? Um, I think that price will show a very decisive movement once the news release is released. But until then, we can only speculate what will happen, and that's what I think is the probable scenarios for today. Let's go to the Euro USD. Well, on Euro USD, we basically have the same scenario. We have a weekly fair value gap, but instead of having two fair value gaps on the weekly time frame as the DXY, we only had one. But price has shown a very good reaction, at least on the weekly time frame, to this fair value gap. So I believe that this time price is really going to look for this sell side liquidity right here. All right. Let's break it down to the lower time frames. On the daily time frame, price wants to create a fair value gap right here. Let's see if price managed to create it. Let's go to the 4 hour time frame. Well, on the 4 hour time frame, there is a fair value gap right here. All right, there's another fair value gap right here. So I believe it's very likely that price will test either one of them and start moving lower. But price has stopped here, and I think it was because of this fair value gap here. So we may start to see a little bit of bullish reaction on Euro USD, Euro USD before moving down. All right, and we got to be careful with that. For a selling scenario, it would be very good that price actually go to this fair value gaps here because it will be above the midnight open, and for me it will be the best selling scenario. So for today I believe I am bearish, but we have to keep in mind that we have high impact news today that impact a lot the marketplace, especially Euro USD. So I want to see how price reacts after those news release before actually taking any action. All right, so regarding the market forecast, I believe that's it. Let me see if I'm missing out anything. Yeah, price has started to do displacements here on the lower time frames, and I believe it's very likely that price will reach those bearish profile gaps before moving down. We of course have a bearish order block right here that is validated. So I believe like this would be the ideal scenario if price went up until this fair value gap and then further moving down until this buy side liquidity here, which gives us a nice range to play with the marketplace. Let's see what happens and be aware of today's news calendar because we have high impact news today. All right. So I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please, if you like the video, like down below. If you like the channel's content, consider subscribing to it. I'm sorry for yesterday. I was sick, so I decided to take a day off and actually improve, actually get better. And right now I'm feeling way better. So yeah, back into the business. Let's go, guys. See you. Trade safe. Bye.